It's Monday and day 4 on Zepbound, and the weekend's finally behind me. The first 72 hours on this journey has had a little bit ups and down. I gotta be a little honest here, but let's figure out what's going on right now with my head and get it out here in some words. So welcome back to the Scaled Elephant Adventures. My name's Donnie. I also go by Sketchy Trunks on some of my other videos. I do some art videos, but I'm really gonna get into this weight loss journey and talk about me taking Zepbound and what my decisions were into that and like how I researched that. But let's get a little bit of a big thing. Let's talk about the food noise. So the first 72 hours, Friday night I took the shot, went to sleep, woke up Saturday. I ate about half of my normal breakfast and then I had some snacks throughout the day. And I was like, oh, okay, this is not going to be so bad. And then I ended up caving and I ordered some food. Typically, the last 3 weeks, I think I've been cooking. I have an app where I track it. It's I think it's called, I'm not sponsored by them or I don't have anything to do with them, but it's Bariatrics. It's an app it's a free app. You can put in how many calories you have, track your protein. I know that's what is a huge thing is you don't want to lose too much muscle mass is what I've been told. So you want to make sure you're hitting your protein goals, and if you're doing it with a doctor or medical team, they'll be able to tell you all about that. Or you can do your own research. I'm not a medical person at all, but don't take any advice from me on that. I'm just here talking about the food noise and talking about what it's doing for me. Pretty much Saturday, like I said, followed my breakfast routine. I cook my own breakfasts typically. I've been making my own lunches, some easy things to make that don't require a lot of time or a lot of prep. I buy a lot of pre-frozen food, and I can, like frozen vegetables, I buy frozen meat so that I can easily heat it up and cook it. The food noise was normal, I would say, on Saturday. Sunday was a little off because maybe it was getting in my head because I'm on the introduction dose. I'm on the 2.5 milligram. It's my first week on it. Friday was my first shot, and then this coming up Friday would be my second one. My goal weight right now, so I'm hitting my calorie goal every day as of right now. I plan on taking out my bikes. I have two. I have a road bike, that's this blue one right here, and then I have a more it's like a hybrid bike. This is gray one right behind me. I was getting that bike ready this weekend to take out. I really want to get this bike set up, get it completely ready. I have the gray bike almost done. If you look real close, right? Oh, this way. Regardless, over here on this back tire of the bike, I have the pump still hooked up to it. I didn't finish airing up that tire. I need to finish doing that, and then that bike is done. The chain's clean. Just airing up the tires real quick, make sure that's ready. Where I live at, it's been hot, cold, and today was another cold day, so I'm hoping tomorrow afternoon or Wednesday I could take out my bike depending on my work schedule. But I have a smartwatch and I try to hit my daily steps every day. And that was one thing I've been trying to do is get a little bit more active. I have some dumbbells here. I've been working out here at home. I also wanted to get on this weight loss journey, not just for myself, but for my family. I really want to be around a little bit longer, and I have family history of medical conditions, and I was like, well, this is pretty much where I was like, I have to change this year. I'm 34 years old. I have to kind of turn around one more last time and try to, this is all my hope, and this has been my hope on and off, and right now I was like, this is the best time. I'm going to take this year and focus on it, and with this tool in my toolbox and calorie counting and exercising and trying to live a more healthier life, I believe I can finally do it. So I really hope you all stay along for this journey. If you have questions or if you have comments about, hey, how was your, food noise if you're taking it, or if you got questions like what was I doing, I was trying to figure out, okay, I've done the calorie counting before. I've done and looked at things like, oh, hey, here's your calorie counting. I'm not saying that it didn't work because I had great success doing that before. It's just that when you have other conditions or if you have other things that are a challenge, like for me, I have a laundry list of things that I'm like, oh, I don't like this, or I have issues with this, or whatever the condition is. I'm like, oh, I can't go out and do that right now. And next thing you know, it's like you gain the weight back. Like I was 230 pounds before, and then I got all the way down to 196. I lost 34 pounds, and then slowly over the next few months it crept back on, and then I was back up, and then I got to my heaviest at 235, and that was just a couple months ago. And this week last week I weighed 225. So like right now, like since I started counting my weight, I've lost 3 pounds again. I was 235, it went down to 218, went back up to 225, and then 228, and it was like 230. So it's just been back and forth. I've had great success, but it's hard on those days. And I live in the United States, so once I go abroad, I can say, hey, I have my motorcycle endorsement here. I can rent a motorcycle, or I can rent a scooter, whatever the case may be. And now, just because this is an art channel and I want to be the best version of myself that I can, and I really like this whole adventure channel. Art is like my main focus. I did that to kind of do like therapy art. Done a little bit better. Not super great for some people, but for me, I look at it and say, oh wow, I can't believe I did that completely all on my own, you know. Like I sketched it and I had traces and stuff, but for me it was a great win, and I'm real excited. So right now is the action that I'm planning on getting into in this is I really want to be able to be a healthier artist, be able to go out and take my bicycles out and take some pictures and say, hey, I want to sketch this, or I want to paint that. Like a big thing for me is like sunsets, looking off into the sun. I remember as a kid driving and doing family road trips. If we were doing a road trip and we'd wake up early in the morning and get out before the sun was up, and then we would drive right towards the sun, heading east, and there's the sun coming up right there. And you have these most beautiful colors. Same thing on the sunsets when I was in Guam, or I was on an island somewhere and I'd see. I really want to be able to master this art of living. Physical health is just part of it. Being my best creative self, you know, less noise with the food and less noise with busy, crazy parts of life can make it all together. I think for me to help finally say, hey, look, you're on this healing journey to be the best person you can be. I'm not saying I'm ever going to be, you know, perfect, but I would love to say, hey, look, I watched myself grow from 20 to 25 and be like, I couldn't believe it. Now I'm 34 and I'm looking back at just a year or two ago and saying, oh wow, oh Donnie, you made some mistakes. You made some bad mistakes, and you know, I still make mistakes today, and I just hope that I can be happy, and be happy when you look that person in the mirror and say, hey, you know what? Every day you're like, hey, I can look myself in the mirror and say, hey, you know what? I'm happy. Like I have my controller here. I play video games. I watch my TV. I watch my movies. I try to stretch. I try to do everything the best that I can. I want to stick around for my family and stick around and do things that I like to do. So this little bit of research that I've been talking about that I did prior to trying to figure out, okay, do I really want to take Zepbound or some GLP-1, whatever the case is. I was looking at what I would qualify for through my insurance and stuff and see, okay, well, how can I qualify for which one, and then I finally talked to them. It's been about, I was like October, November October, November, December, January, February. It's been about 6 months, 5-6 months for me to start this journey, and I was like, oh man, like this is a long journey, but for me, I think right now, the thing is, I definitely want to complete this week, and it's all about action. Like I want to document what's going on with me and what can I do better, and you know, like, hey, like I didn't feel good today, or today's probably why. I want to get some good rides in. I want to, you know, the tough days between, I want to do some art. I want to be able to play my video games and relax, spend time with my family, and save and get ready for these upcoming trips. I have this motorcycle course coming up next month, and that's just in April. I'm going to be doing a video about, you know, what am I buying, what am I not, what am I looking at. So my mind is set, the gears all prepped, my mind's clear. Let's go, let's get into this. And if you have questions, please put them in the comments and say, hey, this is what I'm going through, or hey, this is what I'm thinking, or this is where I think you could improve something. This is all about trying to work together here in this one, and stick around. I'm real excited to document this journey, and I hope that I can give you all some information.